Thank you for the opportunity to do this interview. How are you all doing today?
Hi,
Great. How
Stefan.
are you?
Doing
Oh,
great.
good, great, awesome. Congratulations on Hippo, by the way. It's an excellent film there.
Thank you. We're glad you liked
Thank
it.
you.
It's a
Yeah,
crazy one.
it definitely is. Um, it's at like 91% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. How that must feel great. How does that feel?
It really does, and thank you for pointing that out. Because I do think that indie films, when 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 they work, it's nice when people realize and or when they like them. It's nice when people review it and help us there because those ratings go a long way. And yeah, we hope that that rating stays high and people continue to like it as we roll out wider. I never thought, yeah, that's a high rating, so we're in some good company. So we'll see if it sticks.
Yeah, it definitely it's a high rating. Yeah, 90%. I mean, there's blockbusters coming out that as you know,
Uh-huh.
don't
Yeah,
even
Hippo's right there with Citizen Kane.
wow. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm
that's
kidding. I'm kidding.
it's up
We
there.
just
They're
wanted
gonna
to make something different and unique, and hopefully that makes people, because there's so much of the same thing.
right.
It's not
Yeah.
the same. So that was the goal here. That
It's
was
original. Yeah. It's like yeah,
exactly.
there's so much of it's a buffet with everything with the same thing, like the same choice.
Yeah.
For a lot of these films recently. But this is wildly original.
I really appreciate that. That
Yeah.
was our goal, if anything, was to be
Yeah,
original.
yeah.
We've achieved anything. It was even if someone doesn't like the film, I'd hope
Mhm.
the reviewer would say it is unlike anything I've ever seen. And if
I'm
they
sure
say
you'll
I
get that.
hated it, that's okay.
It's still unlike anything they've ever seen though. So it's
Yeah.
a win-win there.
Yes.
Um that narration, was that done by Eric Roberts?
That's Eric.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
He's got a
Eric
great
Roberts.
voice.
What's that?
Yeah.
He's got a great voice. He's
Yeah,
like a crisp timbre to it, you
he
know?
does.
Yeah.
It's perfect for the film. And that's so cool. You guys got to work with Eric Roberts. What was that like working with him?
Yeah, he's just a workhorse. I mean, he works famously almost more than anyone in Hollywood. Hundreds of credits, I think almost over 600. And we had the
Wow, is that
fortune,
right?
yeah, it's crazy. And obviously a lot of classics among them. We had the fortune of working with him on a short film before we met Lilla. We did a short with Kimball, myself directing, and Eric and Eliza Roberts. And Eliza obviously plays the mom in Hippo. So we had met them on that short and then sort of continued the relationship. And now, we talk to Eliza all the time. She's kind of Eric's manager. And so once you know Eliza, you can book Eric. That's
Nice.
sort of how it goes.
All right. You're right in that circle. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Went from a short film to a feature sitting at 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. What a accomplishment
Thank
there.
you.
It's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's
And
awesome.
Eric's the best. We gotta in the next 10 years, the man deserves an Oscar. So I feel like, I mean,
He
obviously he's
does.
been nominated, but like
It's overdue.
it's overdue, and he's a legend, and he has that classic thing. And now there's something about his silver hair with his glasses. He like has this like Spencer Tracy quality
Oh,
about him.
really? All right.
So yeah, so he's due for an Oscar. We'll try to get him one in the next 10 years.
I hope so. Yeah, he's
Uh-huh.
definitely. I mean, at 600 credits. I
I mean,
mean,
come on,
you
like
gotta.
that they just got to kind of hand you one.
Yeah, I mean, he was even a villain in was it Batman
Yeah, yeah,
Begins?
Dark Knight,
So
yeah.
yeah, in the Dark
Uh,
Knight. So it's yeah, he's multi-talented, multifaceted actor there. So
he's a legend.
awesome. And you guys pronounce it Lila? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't want to mess anyone's names up.
Lilla.
Lila. Okay.
Lilla, Lilla.
Yeah.
Lila.
Lila.
Okay. Lila. All right. Thank you for correcting me because I don't want to be
No.
butchering anybody's name. Lila. Okay. Let me ask you, Lila. Um, what drew you to the role of Buttercup?
What? Sorry, I didn't heard it.
Yeah.
What?
No, what drew you to the role of Buttercup?
What drew you to the role? Like what attracted you to the role?
Because it's a
Like what
fantastic character. I mean, you
like
do an awesome job.
Yeah, like what made
How
you want to play her?
What'd you like about her? Yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry, her internet's a little choppy.
Okay, yeah, no worries. All right, we must froze there. So
Uh-huh.
let's see here. Kimball. Am I pronouncing that right?
We'll come back to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Okay, cool. How did you prepare for the role of Hippo?
You know, for me, it was like I really saw him as a severe case of arrested development. Like he was like what 18 or 19 and but I think mentally he was like he was like 6 or something, but he was this but something that helped me a lot is I really like drawing, and I had this like black notebook that had just like a lot of like dark fucked up drawings in it. Specifically, I would draw like really nice drawings of hippos, but then I would color them outside of the lines with like this like dark red and make them look like really demonic, and
Nice.
like
You
that
really dug
helped
in
me.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like and then like you're kind of looking at like but like I don't know, there's something like smart about him at the same time, yet obviously like he's so far gone mentally and dark and evil and sociopathic, and so you're almost you're juggling how at once can I play him like he's 6 but also like a sociopath, like how like I don't know. And so
It's a
there's
balancing act there.
yeah, for sure. And so you kind of are looking at like playing, go reverting back to your kid self, but also like unlocking like the darker part of yourself. And so it was both fun and it could be very intense some days, like the day with the ski mask at the end where he's like, you know,
Yeah.
which I won't spoil, but
Yeah, don't
like towards
spoil
the
it. This is
end,
gonna be a spoiler free. Yeah, but he's an
yeah,
intense
yeah, he's even
character.
further.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
And to
mean, he
Kimball's,
gets it.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just saying he gets that camcorder, and boy, I mean, N64, AR-15s in World War III. So
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah,
it's
like don't the second your son starts asking about World War III, like and at the dinner table and it's 1990 or whatever, you gotta do something about it. And he clearly was not taking his meds, and we see what happens.
yeah, he's not a stable guy, but
Yeah,
you brought
yeah.
a lot to that character. That's
Thank you.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yep.
killed it. They both killed it. Hopefully we get Lilla back. But yeah, Kimball's an absolute force of nature. And one thing I love about his acting so much as well is what you were talking about is he's so committed and approaches it as a dramatist
Sure.
first. And some of these scenes might be funny to us, but in the moment, Kimball was taking it fully seriously and
Wow.
embodying the character. Like we weren't being, SNL. We weren't laughing too much. I was laughing, but when we would cut, he's playing an insane person. So
Yeah.
he doesn't even always realize what he's saying is
Oh
hilarious. And I
wow.
think yeah, that just shows like how good the actors are and how good Kimball played it. And I think
Thank
that
you.
made it funnier. When the more
Right.
committed you are, the funnier it is. So it just worked out that it became a funnier piece than we thought.
Yeah, it's
You're
great. I
smart.
saw like flashes of not in any form of comparison, but some Wes Anderson a little bit with the I mean it's just serious and it's funny too though material.
It is. Well, I think it's like that's, and I think like yeah, like what Mark was saying, like I think somehow that made it because yeah, it's true. Like while on set, like I wasn't laughing at anything, and I in my brain I was like, this is like a serious dark movie. Like we need to talk about Kevin. Like it's like really dark, and so. But then when I was watching it in the editing room, I was like, wait, this is really funny. Like I was not,
Wow.
and like we wrote it together, and like I knew there was like jokes in it, but I was like, this is like a psychological thriller. I had no
Right.
idea like, when we were watching it, like so many people gave it this like Napoleon Dynamite, like it's like a dark evil Napoleon Dynamite. Everyone was like saying
Huh.
that, and I was like, I was. It was like on set, people were like, "This movie's like Napoleon Dynamite," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's
Like
like an
this is like
alternate
a dark
universe
movie.
Napoleon in the
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
multiverse.
it
but
become that.
yeah,
It
yeah,
did
it
that,
did.
which is flattering. We love Napoleon Dynamite, one of my
Yeah.
child.
He's a great it's a great film. I've got the
Yeah,
Pedro for President pencil
of course.
still to this day. So
Uh-huh. I
um
had one of those shirts. I had one of those shirts growing up. It doesn't fit me
really
anymore.
yeah
Yeah, yeah.
man I'm sad we didn't get any follow-ups to that
I know. I
film.
felt like there was like word of there
It's
being a follow-up for
Man, there's
years.
a whole universe that could be expanded with Napoleon
Exactly.
Dynamite here.
Uh-huh. Give me the Uncle Rico miniseries.
Yeah, for sure, right? That's what's missing.
Uh-huh.
Um, Now, Mark, what challenges did you face in bringing this surreal, layered story to the screen? I know you all were mentioning like it sounds like it was written and it sounds very serious on that page, but then when it's viewed in retrospect, it's like deadly funny, you know?
Yeah. I think, well, to speak to that first, that was a happy surprise because I actually started my career doing stand-up comedy and improv, and I wanted to like write for SNL or Jimmy
Nice.
Fallon. I interned for Jimmy Fallon,
Oh wow.
and yeah, and that was fun. But then I was like, then I got into horror films, producing them, and then so I think when I finally decided to be a director, it sort of became this marriage of both of those things, of the weird and the comedy. Again, these were not. This didn't come even intentionally. We wrote Hippo like as pure as can be. Like we just wrote from the heart. Like we didn't read any screenwriting books. We didn't. I mean, but it just comes from experience, watching a lot of movies, and just writing what you think is going to be entertaining. And it just came out to be that combination of funny and weird, which to me is true to ourselves as artists. And so that was not a challenge. That's a good anecdote of just like go with your gut
Yeah.
and you will make something you like. And if you write for yourself as the audience first,
It's
I think.
original. Yeah,
Yeah, we wrote it and made it as what do we want to see on
sure.
screen.
Right.
Um, but then yeah, the challenges of that are immense because the biggest leap is saying I'm about to direct a feature film with all the resources I have available and this better go well kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's very stressful when you've never done it before. But once you do it and you're on set, it was sort of like it just felt like a relief. Like, oh, once you're in the moment doing it, it felt really good. But yeah, like the biggest logistical stress there was my mom came in and took out a COVID loan for us. Like,
Nice.
I was trying, like my other financing fell through, and my mom came through and
Wow.
got a great rate from a bank during COVID, and then we shot at my grandma's house. Again, not a big movie.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a
Uh,
small cast, but it's intimate and with the material, it works very well like that.
yeah, it worked out well. We didn't feel like we were making a small movie. We actually felt like we were making the exact movie we want to make. And so, we prepared ourselves for making a small movie, which is writing a small movie. And that's if you're not asking me that, but that'd be my advice to any filmmakers, write what you can make.
Which you can make, right? Okay. Yeah, all right. You hear that, aspiring filmmakers listening to this, when our readers give it a view to
Hmm.
Exactly.
take that nugget
Yeah,
of
yeah,
wisdom.
yeah. Write what you can make, and yeah, yeah, exactly. Make the movie you would want to see. Because I think a lot of people do like write stuff. They're trying to think what do audiences want to see, and they're like making very like, you know, I don't know, like that's how like a lot of bland work is created. But like if you're
Sure.
making something that you're like, this is what I would want to see, there will be other people in the world that are like you, and they want to see that too.
Awesome. Awesome. Great answers and great time with you all. Thank you again on behalf of LRM for taking time out. Definitely going to be watching out for you folks in the future because this is some great stuff and we're definitely looking forward to seeing what you come out with next.
Thank you,
Wildly
Simon.
original.
Hopefully we get to talk again on our next film. It will mean that we'll have made one.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're going to have more and yeah, we'll
Thank
Thank
you
talk
you.
so
again.
much.
Yep. Thank
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 you
you.
you,
so
and
much.
thank you for your time.
Thank you guys. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye.